It's been a quiet week for currency traders, but a few things have changed. We know that the EURUSD is now bearish as well. The New Zealand dollar versus the USD is still in the process of carving out a head and shoulders pattern. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens next week, especially as President Joe Biden will formally become the US president. Okay, so you're looking at your USD chart using the broker ATFX, and you can see here that we are now bearish for the first time. So you can see we created higher and higher lows in the EURUSD. However, though, we had, with the help of support and resistance indicator, two ideas. One idea was to buy around here, and that one got stopped out, and then we had another idea to buy here. Now, you could have bought here, and then we had a little bit of a bounce. It could have made a bit of pips on that. However, as the dust settled, we went back to the buy spot and then actually traded below the trend funding level. So now, for the first time in a very long time, I'm actually bearish. The indicator as well is bearish, and it's telling us as long as you trade below this high, which is 122.23, that the market is going to be bearish. But we don't necessarily want to sell right here. Rather, we prefer to see a bit of a corrective move up to 121.53. Now, if you know what you're doing, you've been trading for some time, then you know that it's also possible to sell in a break. And I do think if we do trade below the lows here, so around the, well, this level is about the 121.10 level. So trade below those levels and trade below the levels low seen from yesterday, I think we can probably go to the next take profit level, which is around 120.58. Now, what happens usually, by the way, with the inauguration is that you tend to see markets quieting down a bit. And then when the formal takeover happens, you tend to see more action. We've seen it in the past. I remember a couple of years ago, 4 years ago to be exactly, when President Trump got elected, or he won the election. You could see the dollar weakening and weakening and weakening. And then the EURUSD hit a peak there at the beginning of the year and then finally trade lower. So don't despair if it's a little bit quiet. I do think it will pick up. As for the New Zealand dollar versus the USD, the chart looks like this right now. And we are creating that major head here. And then you have this left shoulder and this right shoulder. You can see here how, with the help of the indicator, we traded from pretty much here all the way up to here. Then we could have traded here again if we wanted to, but we didn't. And now we actually bounced from the buy spot. So we could try to do that again. However, though, be careful. Because if we do trade below the stop level, which is pretty much around 0.7137, I think we can probably trade to 0.7080, and then maybe all the way down to 70.35 as well. Don't forget to check out my Twitter feed on AlexFX00. I uploaded an article on FX Street where I talk a bit about how bank strategists are bearish on the dollar, and how on the positioning in the futures markets as well, people are very, very bearish. And it all sort of hints to a dollar reversal, if anything. I'm going to link to that article in the comment section as well. I'm going to link to the indicated support and resistance levels. That way you can get these levels every day with your real ATFX account. And you don't necessarily have to come to YouTube if you don't want to, because you're going to see the levels directly on your charts. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.